Good morning. How's it going? It's a little wet. It's a little wet outside today, but that's okay. I'm half aquatic. The Marine Corps made me that way, and I don't mind a little bit of wetness. Today, let me show you what we're going to be doing. If I can get my phone out. As I was standing here, I was looking at this large boulder. It's always a good idea when you see these boulders is to look for carvings, because they might be semi-old. You just never know. That's 1939. It looks like 1939. That's pretty awesome. 1939 was a while ago. All right. So, on my phone, I took a photo of this area, and I wanted to show you what I'm doing. Alright, let me get this photo here. Alright, so here we go. Can you see that? Alright, so this is, hey, get back. This is the gully system that I'm working right now, my local town dump. This large one in the center, ravine, that is where I did most of my bottle hunting, and I ventured over here to this second one over there, did a little bottle hunting, and then I came down to maybe one or two of these other ones down here below. Now, the further I go south this way, the newer these bottles are getting. The bottles are, you know, between 1900 and 1910, 1920 in the center. So what I want to do is I want to go up here to the north and look in these other little ravines. You can see on this one there's a nice size one up there. See that? Yeah, so this is all filled with bottles and dump. It should be. So we just got to go and check that out today. I figured today would be a perfect day to do that because I want to find bottles. It's not a good day for metal detecting. No. Unless I had a spot that was in the woods, but I don't know. Better just go explore and find some bottles. Wait until this weather leaves. It's chilly and it's rainy and it's miserable, and you got to wear all this gear plus your metal detector gear and everything else. It's just like it's a pain to walk around in the woods. But we'll go dig some bottles and see. To answer your question, Joseph, aka Henry Sawyer, I do sell bottles, but not so much. You know, on the rare occasion, once in a while. All the bottles that I save, they're going into my nest egg, basically. I've already retired once from the military, but, you know, gonna have to retire again someday, and everything that I have in my boxes, you know, I could sell off slowly, or as I need to, as I get older, in my old age. Right now, I just don't need to sell all my bottles off and stuff, but you know, there are a few bottles that I sell here and there, just basically test the market on them and stuff. But if I find some stuff, and you guys, you know, you viewers, you want some of these bottles, you want something, just let me know. Yeah, I'll send it to you, no problem. You know, I'll give you a fair price too. But for the most part, I do not sell my bottles right now. So, but I will. I was asked if I had any Hutch bottles. I know Hutches are popular. Everybody wants Hutches and, you know, embossed cobalt blues and stuff. They're the popular bottles that people want. They're constantly being sold. And there's high prices on them, of course, and stuff. We'll see if we can find some Hutches today. The cobalts, the embossed cobalts, they're hard to find. They just are, you know. They're hard to find. Hutches are hard to find, you know, so we'll go see if we can find this older section in here. This town is from 1823 is when it kind of formed, and in 1876 it incorporated, and it was a bustling town. It had a lot of things going on back then, and this was their first dump, so the older section is in here somewhere, and we just need to find it. We should be able to do that today, so let's go out there and explore. Let's go find this. See. Well, first ravine over on this side, nothing. No glass, no bottles. It's all just dirt. Let's go a little further north. Now there's a nice ravine in front of me, and then another one back that way. And we'll check those. That might be the older sections. I'm not feeling any glass in here anywhere, but you see how old that tree is right there. My colonial map of this area shows an old home site on this property, so I don't know. Maybe we can find remnants of that. I think it's the house, the land that actually donated the property for the dump. So let's get into that ravine. It's a beautiful morning. Just a little wet. No big deal. I don't mind. Alright, this is a ravine I saw. And there's a little bit of dumping in there, isn't there? I'm going to say the stuff in here is kind of modern. Little Bobby left his gun. Oh man, that's a nice one too. He must have been in here playing aliens. Wow, check this out. This is cool. That is a big wheel. Wow, it had all kinds of gears in it and everything. Nice big wheel. That's one of those champion big wheels. Bobby had a nice ride for his alien adventures. I'm not seeing much in here except for new stuff. Oh, we got a milk bottle right there. Just laying there, broken. Nothing on it. Yeah, you see any dumping in here? Besides some modern dumping. And this is all probably 1960s. One way to find out. See what that is. Look at the top on that one. It's a beer. Could this be our older section? I'll have to look at the mold seams on this, because some of these beers actually can look older than what they are. 62. Hold on. What's the patent date on it? Patented 1924. Alright, I'm going to call that an older bottle just because the mold seams come up to the shoulder right here. And that's how you can tell pretty much. Actually, hold on. I can still see the mold seam going. Yep. It just barely goes up to the... Okay, it goes all the way up. I see it now. It goes all the way up. Well, we'll have to research this one and see how old it is. I'm not familiar with beers. I'm not a beer drinker, and I don't collect these. Federal law. That might be a new modern beer with an old top. Because I'm not seeing much in here in the way of bottles. There's a little bit of glass. Modern. This is all modern. 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 I mean, that's roofing material right there. Jars. The thermostat goes inside of an automobile. Plastic. Yeah. Alright, let's keep looking, because this is not it. Oh, I almost thought that was flint. Is that chert? Either that's a big piece of chert or it's a dried out paint. It feels like dried out paint. That's amazing. It looks just like chert. It's all modern. Modern. Alright, let me move a little bit further north and see if there's anything out that way. Well, that's what I found over here. That's modern. 60s. That's got to be modern too. Lydia E. Pinkham Medicine. 50s maybe. That's got to be new as well. Look at that top though. That is so deceiving. It's a nice bottle, but I suspect it's just not going to be that old. Patented 128624. That must be the patent number. Man, it's so hard to tell. If it doesn't have air bubbles in it, it's usually not even worth it. That's hard to tell. I'm just not a beer person. If anybody knows how old that is, let me know. I know where it's sitting. Yeah, I'm just not feeling much in there. I mean, there's some chunky spots, but it's not super chunky. I just found this on the ground. I think that's 1968. But if it doesn't, you know, just hard to tell with all those little numbers and everything on them. That's got to be 40s or 50s right there. When did they stop using milks? 60s maybe? I don't know. That's probably 60s. It's not that old over here. I expected this spot to be the oldest spot. We'll venture north just a little bit more and check it out. Oh, nothing. There was nothing over there. Alright, so what we'll do then is we'll go to the furthest southern ravine, which I haven't been to yet, and we'll see how old that stuff is. If this dump is only 1900 to 1930s, that does make sense, because even though in England, you know, they started earlier than most with taking care of their refuge and their trash and stuff, America really didn't catch on until about 1900. I believe New York City was the first to actually implement a refuge system. And then And that wasn't until like 1895 or something. That was late too. And then everybody else jumped on board, so. Old town dumps, older than 1900, could be very rare in itself. Yeah. Let's go find some bottles. Oh my goodness, I'm out of breath. That's the large ravine that sits in the center. Through the woods to grandmother's house is how you get to the southern ravines. Whew. Out of breath this morning. The air is very thick. Alright. So the furthest ravine is going to be way down there. Let's go look. I've already explored that one. Whew. Even though it's wet and cold out, I'm sweating. I do have some too many layers on, I think. All right. And I've explored this one just the other day. I was talking about how the person made very small test pits. So we'll go over in this next furthest one and check it out. Which I haven't been to yet. There's some glass over here. Somebody did a test pit. They did a test pit for me. What'd they find? On knee high, 1925, Columbus, Ohio. Patent date. Corktop Listerine. I had a nice small milk of magnesia. Sometimes they have the dates on the bottom. 1928. I think that's their patent date, though. Yeah, see, there's screw tops over here. And there's cork tops. I'm going to say this whole entire place is 1900 to 1930. Well, those bottles say there's bottles in here. What's this? $1923 Christmas Coke, Concord, North Carolina, in perfect condition. Christmas Coke just laying right there. Did somebody forget their stash? Got one just like that. A lot of food products. This dump is a residential dump. It's actually mixed. Households and factories and stuff don't. Look at that. That would have been nice stoneware. Crockery. We got bottles. We got bottles. That's a 19... What is that? Oh, that's a 1915 right there. 1915. That's a Pat D. That's interesting. This looks like somebody's stash that they didn't take away with them. Maybe. Oh, that's nice. Whatever that was. Water. Must have had a label. Well, we need to do some digging. That's the best way. That's the best way I know to get those nice bottles. There's a nice big milk bottle, unembossed. All it has is the 1 quart liquid. There's bottles in here. Alright, we'll probe these walls out and we'll figure out what wall we want to tear into. It looks like somebody tore into that one right there. And maybe a little bit right there. They left their cobalts and their ambers. Well, was that a lightning top? That was. I save all of these. Looks like somebody might have dug into that, or that just fell here. Let's go digging. Interestingly, none of these mounds have bottles in them. Only the center, which is very strange. How did they just dump in the center? Unless they dumped and it just all rolled into a pile like that. That whole mound right there is solid bottles. How did they get it in here? They must have just, because I'm not feeling any bottles in these walls. Interesting. Let's dig this out. Just sitting right on the surface. That is a clear buffalo ginger ale. Just sitting right on the surface. Knee high. Christmas Coke. That is a Seaman Products. Our Supreme. That's good embossing. It's cracked though. Hope to find another one of those because I don't have one of those. Milk bottle. Does this have no embossing on it? That's a Capudine. It's loaded with bottles. That's a cork top Listerine. Oyster shell, which was very common in the olden times. An ink. That looks cracked. Yup, cracked. Okay. Big old ketchup. Big bone. Milk top. Alright, I say we start digging right here. See what comes out. Sometimes these jars have dates on the bottom. 1930s. Alright, let's get started. I got a cracked up 1915 Coke and a nice ginger ale from Charlotte. Buffalo. That's a nice one right there. It's too bad it's broken. 1920s. You know, bummer on that. I'd say the majority of these finds in here are going to be 1920s with the rarities of the earlier ones. Alright, start digging. Look at that nice Art Deco bottle right there. It's Esco, E-S-C-O. I imagine that was either shampoo or perfume of some kind or something around there. Actually, it's graduated. You see that? Goes all the way down to 16. Those must be ounces. Bottle made in USA. I don't know, but it's really neat looking. That's a keeper. That is a keeper. It's those interesting ones, those rare looking ones that not everybody are digging or want, like all the hutches and stuff that everybody wants. They're not rare. I mean, you can buy them all day long. That is a Champion company. That is another embalming fluid. It's a different style embalming fluid. That's nice. We'll save that. I don't have that embalming fluid bottle. I'm still just trying to get through the top layer of these bottles so I can start digging. And I've already found a few keepers. That excites me. That's good. That is good. So, bummer on that one. Alright, I started digging a little bit, but I had to move some stuff out of the way so I can keep digging. There's a Chiro with a patent date of 1924, but it's broken. It's okay. It's alright. I know there's other stuff in here. That's a teapot. Used to be enamelware. I gotta be careful, I cut my finger yesterday. Now we got something right there. It's broken. And we have something right there. That's also broken. Oh, it's a big base. Oh my goodness, that was a big one. If that was blue, I'd save it. There are people out there that like to make arrowheads out of this nice thick glass. Blue or amber, I think would be ideal, but not white. Ashtrays are a rare thing nowadays. It's too bad that was all broken. Somebody'd like that as a nostalgic smoker's paraphernalia. Yeah. So I'm just digging down as far as I can here, and I'm just going to plow through all this material and bring it down and see. I was thinking at first that maybe this was somebody's spoils pile, but there are whole bottles in there. There's also a lot of broken bottles in there, but there are whole bottles in there, so, and I don't see where it would have came from as a spoils pile, so we'll keep digging it. Those bottles are so nice looking. I tried turning them purple, but they just don't want to go. Maybe I'll try a different method. There's nothing on them. There's no embossing or anything. But they are pretty with that cork top. Now we got something showing right there. Large piece of plate glass down there. That's a globe china. Whatever it was. Now we got something right there. Is that a test tube? Yeah, a little test tube. I like looking for these script marks. They just have a lot of information. Well, if I don't start finding whole bottles, I'm going to abandon this spot and I'm going to call it somebody's spoils pile. Oh, Statesville, North Carolina. A lot of glass coming out of that spot right there. this is somebody's spoils pile. I'm not sure where they got it from. I don't see where they would have where they would have got all this material. There's no bottles in any of the ravine sides, so just in the center. We'll keep going. This is what's going to confuse me. There's an aluminum can right there. Aluminum beer can. This has got to be somebody's spoil pile. Somebody dug this in the 60s. Somebody had themselves a nice beer. I mean, that is a wonderful can right there to save. There are people that collect these cans, and that is in like near perfect condition, but man, I'm not here for that. This is somebody's spoil pile. It's gotta be. Probably why I'm finding all these broken bottles. And there's a ton of stuff in here, but it's not the good stuff. It's so hard to tell if it's a. I'm gonna say that is evidence right there that this is not virgin. This right here has been dug by somebody. They did some digging too, my goodness. That is a big pile. Interesting. It's interesting that they would leave. That's a 1915, isn't it? No, that's a Christmas Coke. That's a clear one. That's the earlier model. But it's interesting that they would leave these bottles. I mean, those are nice bottles. Strange. This is so strange. I don't even know what to do now. Oh, I don't even know what to do. Finding that down there. That's just, that doesn't belong. That does not belong. Oh my goodness. Well, let me rip through it. I'm gonna go through it real fast, and then move on. I'm just gonna start knocking it down real fast. So, look at the size of that bottle. Here, let me put my hand on it so you can tell. Look at the size of this bottle. Now that's a bottle. That's a bottle. Good grief. It's too bad that's not a milk bottle. I also found this nice little amber. How am I going to get that home on a motorcycle? Well, I got us a nice virgin spot that's never been dug. There are quite a few dug out spots here. And they appear to be from the 1960s. It's interesting because the bottles would have only been 40 to 30 years old, maybe 50 years old then. I don't know. But now they're much older. I just pulled this out. It looks like a caravan or a buffalo. It is a buffalo. It's a ginger ale. That's nice. Those are always nice to find. That's our third one. In nice condition. I probed this spot and it didn't, you know, it's funny how the probe works. It goes in and it hits these bottles and it slides right off. Unless you're feeling real carefully and listening, you're not going to hear all this glass that's in here. I mean, there's a lot of glass that's in it. So when you do probe, don't probe way over here and then way over here and then way over there and then way over here. Probe like this. Yeah. probe, and then you'll hit these bottles and you'll hear them. Oh, that's double-sided. Oh my goodness. Nice. Oh, that is a beauty. That was worth digging this hole right here by itself. We'll save that one. Where are we going to put them? Alright, so we got a nice little digging spot. Let's get up there. Let's start moving some dirt. It's a little dirty out today. We got a milk of magnesia, nice cobalt blue, and we got something down there too. Oh, it looks like it used to be a cup. There's a glass stopper. Oh, it was melted. You can see the debris layer over there, but this is where I found that ginger ale. Oh, we got something right there, don't we? Oh. Still has its cork in it. Unembossed. Oh, bummer. It's a nice shaped bottle though. I might keep that. See, there's bottles in this sandy layer, which is interesting. And then there's a lot of stuff in this debris layer over here. That's mostly all broken. All the whole bottles are coming out over here. So what I'm doing, I'm digging down. I'm going to dig down, and then I'm going to bring the wall down on top of it. That's what I got so far. I got a couple magnesias. I got that nice little thing. I got a Vaseline and a couple other things. That's nice. Look at that top on that. That's a beauty. Anyways, I got an orange crush right here, complete, and this is the older one. This might be early, like the earliest they had them. So beautiful. It's different than the ones we find. But also, look at this big lump of coal. Let me clean this lens off. Okay, man, it's kind of muddy out here. It's a little wet. Sorry. But anyway, coal. This one little substance right here has been the, how do you say, the cause of a lot of deaths. Back in the 16th century, that's the 1500s, England started to burn this instead of wood. Now, when they used to burn wood and stuff in their homes, their fireplaces were kind of crude. You know, they kind of leaked a little bit, a lot of smoke in the rooms and stuff like that. It was pretty smoky. When they started burning coal, this has a lot of stuff in it, nasty stuff that enters the air. And when that fills up your home, yeah. And they were trying to figure out why there were so many infant deaths up to the age of like 1 year old. And it was coal. Contributed to most of the deaths back then in the homes. I know my lens is fogging up and it's dirty, but we got a nice little orange crush right there. Beautiful. Let's keep going. I'm just digging down still. Okay, I believe we're ready to start bringing down that wall. Most of the bottles I'm finding is kind of mixed in with that sandy layer and mixed in with that, looks like rusty burnt layer. So we'll follow that up and follow the bottles and see what we get. We found gold. Look at that. We got some gold. Can't imagine that stuff is very pure. That's an interesting little bottle. Whatever that was. There's little test tube looking things in here. Must be doctor stuff, huh? I always look for script marks. Number 4, Mason. Oh, there we go. Got us a script mark on that. Can't read it though. More gold, look at that, more gold. Yeah. Is that a cheese bro? Vaseline? It is. And it even says Vaseline on it. I don't know anybody who collects Vaseline bottles, but they are savable. Look at all the coal in there. My goodness. Just loaded with coal. I wonder if it can make me sick. Copper pipe. Brick probably made in this town. That's a jaw to something. Look at that. Was that a dog? Yeah, that looks like a dog. Look at how worn down those teeth are. Gnawing on bones. Nice little food jar. Alright, let me keep whacking away at this and... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We got something right there. I'll have you. Oh, we got a few things right there. Food junk. Is that Nujol or Muju? Nujol. I don't know. I'll have to look that one up. Nujol. It's a screw top. Alright, let me keep whacking away at this. We got our first marble of the day. It's a glass marble. Nice. It's kind of milky white with a little bit of blue in it. That's interesting. It's like one-sided. Nice. I'll save it. Put that right in there. Let's keep going. That one's called a Chelsea, Chelsea Vitrus. And it's just all white. Oh boy, if that was complete, that would fetch a pretty dollar. That is nice Japanese wear right there. Super nice. Nice pattern. Top came out on me a little bit. Johnson Brothers, England. Gold. Oh. Did it expose anything? We got one up there. No name. let's keep plugging away. What's the likelihood that milk is complete? Slim chance. Well, let's get the scratcher. I found a nice medicine bottle. Found a little cobalt. This is interesting. This is amber. It looks like a top. It has some numbers on the inside. So, got some nice things coming out at least. Let's hope that this is nice too. That's interesting. It's a clam pattern. Please be whole, and please be the one that I want. Thought I saw clay marble. Ah, it's broken. Son of a gun. Darn it. Well, I'll keep looking. Now we got a couple popping out at us. What's that one gonna be? That's a Dr. Caldwell's from Monticello. Good condition. We'll save it. We got something else right there. Got something right there. Food product maybe. And something right there. Is that green? It's aqua. It's a little aqua jar. Look at that with the top on it. You don't find those very often. Little aqua. We'll save that. It's better than this clear, which you find tons of. Save the unusuals, right? The different ones. 'Cause there's plenty of all that common stuff out there. I'm not a big fan of the common stuff. We can probably get it now. What is it? It's a cork top. Oh, it's a large graduated. Depending on what's on the bottom. Yep, I'm gonna keep that because it says USA. Why? Because you just don't find things that say USA anymore. Only in the antique shops, and that's rare nowadays because pretty much everything is made in China, even in the antique shops. People passing off antiques as or modern day stuff made in China as antiques. A little sours. Yep, it's a little sours. Alright, let's keep plugging away. Do I spy another marble? It is another marble. It's not the best looking marble, but it's kind of faded looking. But it's a marble. Vintage or vintage. Probably vintage, I would say. More likely vintage than antique, that's for sure. I got one showing up there. It seems like a lot of broken glass in this stuff. And there were more whole bottles following the grade. This is the natural. Yep. Everything in here just seems to be broken. That's pretty. It's It's all broken in there. Everything. It's all broken. Oh, yeah. I don't want to keep digging if it's all broken. Haven't found anything intact over here in this dark layer. Only in here, but every once in a while. And that's a lot of material to move for 1 or 2 bottles. Well, I think we'll crash this down and then we'll plow through it real quick and see if there's anything. And then we'll move on. It's all broken. Interesting. It's all broken through that side. I'm following the debris layer over, but all the whole bottles are gone. And I'm down to the natural. And you see how much silt is on top of that debris layer right there. And that's just solid clay now, so I don't know what broke all those. They're probably broken when they got dumped. Alright, we got a lot of cobalt blues out of there. We got an orange crush, a couple marbles, and a couple neat things we'll save. Wow, these are rare in here. These green, whatever they were. No embossing or anything on it. There's a milk of magnesia. This is the spot where I found 3 milk bottles, the rare milk bottles from this town, in one hunt. So I'm going to continue going into this hill and see if I can find any more. Sure enough, there it is. That's the one. That's the milk bottle. Oh, and it's complete, isn't it? Yes. Yep. R.S. Edmiston and Sons. The only bottle that comes from this town. Right here. Beautiful. Nice milk right there. Love these. Those are the rare ones. And they're in here. In this clay. I know. The dairy must have dumped here or something. That's okay, we'll find them. Yeah, we got some amber showing right there. And something else over there. That's broken. Oh, there's glass in there. Oh, I gotta be careful. What is it? It's a big, no embossed cork top medicine. Well, it does have, I think that's Owens. Nope. Nope, that's not Owens. Yummy. If they don't freeze, that's what saves these bottles, is that water being in them. This is just going to be a long process with this scratcher. We're going to have to get that shovel right in there and start moving this material out. Well, man, it is loaded in here with bottles. We're going to have to just take our time. That's a Coke, I think. And this is some kind of cobalt. Let's see what we get. Boy, that is pretty. Look at that. Wow. I'm going to keep this one because that is just like super blue right there. I don't know if these were generic milk of magnesias or something else. There's so much clay on it, it's hard to read. Bottle mark, or bottle made in USA, number 3. Yeah, it's just a super blue. We're gonna keep that. And there was a Coke in there, wasn't there? Did I get it out? Oh, there it is. Let's see what we get there. 1923 Christmas Coke. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's bottles in there. And this is just loaded with clay. I guess that's probably why I quit digging. I got to this end, I was tired. Is that a Sours? Castora. Castora. I'll save it. You know, I would have found 4 milk bottles. It was just laying right there. You can see the imprint right there. Had I just kept going, what, 4 more inches that day, I would have found 4. That would have been a super day. There's another bottle. Little Listerine. Yep, cork top Listerine. Tons of them in here. There's milk bottles in here. I'm gonna have to go slow. But I don't want to go too slow. Because, man, it's a lot of material to move. That would have been pretty. Alright, let's keep going. It must be my lucky day. I didn't go very far. We got 2 showing already. Amber. Is that amber? Or is it just colored? Oh, it's just colored. It's a graduated cork top. What's this one over here gonna be? Come on. It's a plain slicker, nothing on it. Screw top. Nothing on this anywhere. Wow. Man, there's a ton of bottles in here. I guess that's why I dug this spot. That's a mason lid. Alright, we'll try this again. We'll try this again with the shovel. Yep, didn't get far there. I had a milk of magnesia. Cobalt blue. That other one is just a way prettier blue. Oh, we got some kind of medicine probably right there. Boy, this stuff is like super clay. Wow. That's gonna take a bit to dig in this stuff. There's something else right there. What is that? Oh, it's one of those jars. Oh, that's fancy looking. Look at that. Probably doesn't have... Oh, it's Art Deco. Look at that. We'll save this one. No embossing on it, but it's fancy looking. Look at that. Sweet. It's got a maker's mark on the bottom, big O. We can figure out who the maker was at least, and maybe what came in it. It's a nice cork top. We'll save it. Look at that milk. Look at that. That's sweet. Alright, I gotta figure out how to get in this clay. Yeah, I'll set you up. You can watch. That'll help some. Just push until you feel glass resistance. And we got something showing right there. And that's just a cream. Still has a top on it. I don't see much else right now. Oh, what's that? Is that Christmas Coke or 15? Other side. It's a Christmas. It looks to be in good shape. Oh, we got a nice little cobalt jar right there too. Where's that from? Concord, North Carolina. Boy, did they produce a lot of Coke bottles. Oh, it's this. Food. Oh, a light bulb. It's a light bulb. Probably one of the very early ones. This is about 1920s to 30s in here. It has milk bottles. I can't let those milk bottles get passed up. Is that a little milk of magnesia? Yeah, it is. A little one. I have so many of those. Alright, let me keep whacking away at this. It's a nice little flower pattern. That is a Chatham. It's a CCTP. The CCTP are initials of all the people who were involved with making this china. That is in, the description is in one of my earlier videos for you. I've already looked that one up. That looks like a doll or something. Looks like a... We'll save that. We'll let it dry up and we'll clean it. It looks like a doll missing the head and legs. A doll in a dress. What are we gonna get here? It looks amber. It is amber. It's an amber jar. Absolutely nothing on it, of course. It's got the old Owens label on it. 1920s. Food or fruit or something maybe, I don't know. Nice. I like amber. Oh, something else in there too. That looks amber. Of course I got a bunch of old sewage tile in here. There's a bottle right there too. What is that? A lot of these, oh, I found these before. Yeah, little cologne type deal. A lot of those don't have any writing on them, which is strange. Is this a cheese brow? Nothing on it. A light bulb. Alright, we're gonna have to get the pick and get that out. Yeah, we got plenty of those too. Some kind of medicine. Usually nothing on them. But it is amber. Alright, we got a piece of metal here. We got brick over here with maybe a bottle. Yep, there's a bottle underneath it. And I'm not seeing anything else popping out at the moment. Let's keep digging. Dorothy Perkins. I suppose we can look her up and figure out why her name is on this cream. Was she the inventor, or was she just famous? I don't know. We'll find out. I need to get back over here where the milk bottles were. Got something there. Broken. Still got something there. Yeah, we got some glass showing. Let's see what we get. We got quite a bit of glass showing. Clay, my goodness. What's that? Always check these. They could be poison. It's just a little amber. broken. Oh boy, that one's in there. This is gonna come down on me. It's a nice tall green. Nothing on it. These must have had paper labels. Beer, probably. AB Co. with an X. I don't know, did beer come in green bottles? I don't know. I'm not familiar with products in green bottles. I guess we should probably save one. That looks like a nice one to save. We'll save that one. Just because of that nice marking on the bottom. We got some littles in here. I don't know, nail polish maybe? Or a little sample perfume or something. Big chunk of coal. Oh, what's this gonna be? Oh, that's interesting looking. That's a big sauce bottle, isn't it? Wow. I guess they didn't want you to slip using that one. That's a strange design right there. That's the first one I found in here. That looks like that. National products. National product. L-A-U Claire, L-A-I-R-E, Wisconsin. National Product Co. Guess we can figure out what came in that, because that's pretty interesting looking. Look at the top. Wow. There had to have been some kind of sauce or something. A little piece of copper. Alright, this wants to come down, so we're going to let it. Double strength. Broken. Broken. Alright, where are the milk bottles? Where'd they go? Okay, what are we gonna get here? Looks like a buffalo to me. Is it? Or is it a caravan? Oh, it's a caravan. They look very similar. This one's in good shape. This is a ginger ale too, just like the buffalo. Nice condition. Nice. There you go. Caravan. Ginger ale. Oh, I got a bottle sticking out right there. Graduated. 50,000 of those. What's coming down the hill here at me? Yeah, this little pick is just not going to do it today. This dirt is like clay. Is that a spoon? Nope. Something else. It's part of a bottle. Ooh, that would have been fancy. Look at that. Amber. Let's keep going. Number 12. Mason. Blue Mason. Yeah, you'll never find a number 13. If you do, it's probably a fake, because 13's an unlucky number. Could that be another milk bottle? Oh, no, just a jar. But is it the jumbo? No, just a jar. Bummer. We got another jar up there. No jumbo peanut butter. Oh, there's a lot of rocks in there. I got something over here that's interesting looking. I think it's broken. Oh my goodness, this clay is tough. Nice little copper piece attached to iron. What is this thing? Oh my goodness, that would have been amazing. It's black glass. Oh wow. There's no way we're gonna see through that. That would have been awesome. Bummer. Oh, there's a bottle up there. Look at that. Oh, is it a knee-high? It's probably a knee-high. Maybe not. Wait a minute. It's small. Knee-highs are a little bit taller. Yeah, it is a knee-high, huh? It's a short one. That's a knee-high. I don't save any of the knee-highs. You can come and get them. Just not interested. They're ugly. And you find tons of them. You find a lot of knee-highs. To me, that's not spectacular. That's common. Oh, something blue right there. Just don't fall on me. What are we gonna get? Oh, milk and magnesia. Wow, that one's nice and blue, isn't it? Look at that. That's a nice blue. We'll save it. So, I got a spark plug. I'm not familiar with that though. It says CA Co. I wonder if that's the Champion logo, the original. We'll have to look that up. Got a doorknob. Got these little tiny bottles. I find these once in a while. It's probably nail polish. And we had that little doll looking thing that I'm just smearing mud all over it. I'm curious. And this funny looking thing. It's like a test tube or something. And we got a little oil. Yep. We got some stuff in there. There's a nice little script mark on there. Can't read it. Alright, let's keep knocking this down. Well, I think that's going to do it for me today. Whew. I'm about tuckered out. 2 days of digging. And I'm just not finding much more in there. I mean, it goes, it keeps going. There's glass in there. But here's what I'm going to keep. I got this RV Pierce MD. I'll keep that. We'll keep that big green thing right there. I'll try to figure out what it is. Got that nice Caravan. We'll keep that. I got so many of those. Got a nice little green bottle. I got quite a few little tiny green little bottles. This one's neat. It's Art Deco. We'll save that. Save that little medicine. I'll save that little cobalt blue. And this was cool. You know how I like teacups, right? There's a little tiny kids teacup set. I'll save that for my girls. And let's see what else. Oh yeah, we got that Christmas Coke we'll save. We'll save that little Castora just because it has writing on it. And I do want to save one of these very bright blue ones. We have that nice amber. And what else we got here? We got that little amber. And we have that beauty of a milk bottle right there. Oh yeah, we got that amber too. I think that's about it. That's about all I want to save today. Wish I could get that clean for you so we could see. Oh, you know what? I have my brush. I think. Let me look. If not, I'll spray it with water. Well, there it is. I forgot my brush is down at the bottom underneath a bunch of bottles. It looks like an older woman. Maybe holding some flowers. Missing the head and legs. Something like that was probably either made in the USA or made in Japan. Maybe England. I don't know. Little figurines. Alright, let's pack up these bottles. I forgot I had that one up there too. Oh, that's got a ding in it. Oh, we're gonna leave that there. Alright, let me pack these up. It was a nice bottle day. Got some Buffalo ginger ales, some Christmas Cokes, some amber, some greens, and a milk bottle. Oh yeah. So yeah. Just a nice day to come out and do a little bit of digging. I feel like something's been biting my neck though. Must have got into a pile of ants or something. Bugs. What are you gonna do? If this is the oldest dump here, where are all the other old bottles? This place, 1823 to 1876. They must be in the privies and stuff. I gotta go find those old home foundations in this town and start digging their privies. Why not? That's what we'll do next. Research all that, see what we can find. Whew. Y'all probably don't remember the show, well, most of you probably don't remember the show The Hillbillies. They had, what was it, an old Model A or Model T or something like that. And they used to have all kinds of stuff strapped to the sides of it and everything. It's kind of what I look like when I'm riding down the street with all my shovels, my bag full of bottles, and, I mean, look at me. Look at... I'm always filthy. Yeah, I clean up nice. I do. I clean up nice, so. Alright. Let's pack this thing up and get out of here. Well, I've been checking. I haven't seen if anybody has answered my question yet for the giveaway. Got some nice bottles to give away if y'all want them. Answer my question. I'll just keep going with it until we get enough people to answer it, and then when I feel like too many people are answering because other people have answered the same thing multiple times. It's obvious that people are just answering because of other people's answers. But keep looking, search my videos. It's in there. My most adventurous and scariest relic hunting moments. Moment.